Electroheads, it's 2021 and e-scooters are selling like hotcakes. Everybody wants a slice of the e-scooter pie. If you want to buy one but you're just not too sure on what to get, or you're just feeling overwhelmed by the choice, a bit like a kid in a sweet shop, well, I'm here to help. I have searched the internet high and low to bring to you the creme de la creme of e-scooters that are on the market right now. God, all this talk of pie and sweets. Before we check out my top picks, please like this video and hit the subscribe button because there's going to be plenty more videos just like this and you do not want to miss it. And if you're after some exclusive content, we've got ourselves a Patreon page. I'll leave the link below so you can sign up and get the goodies. I'm going to be talking about a range of scooters today, and if any do take your fancy, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below for your browsing pleasure. All right, let's get into it. First off, we're talking range. Got a long commute, maybe you experience range anxiety? Well, introducing to you two high mileage scooters, the 9-bot Segway E45E, not the cream, very easy to get mixed up, and the JUNKIES Quick 3. Both coming in at a 28-mile range, these two do a great job at covering ground. The 9-bot is the cheaper of the two, coming in at 659 quid, and is certainly the more understated in terms of design, with a very clunky battery attached. However, it's got shock absorbers, which will make a hell of a difference to your journey, take it from me. And 3 brakes for extra safety. It's got a front electronic and regenerative, it has a rear magnetic, and a foot brake. In fact, the more I talk about this scooter, the more it reminds me of those awful school shoes that my mum used to make me buy. They looked terrible, but were comfy, sensible, and they lasted. The JUNKIES Quick 3 is the cooler looking, slightly more expensive version at £949 and 99 pence, and not a penny more. It claims a weight limit of 120 kg compared to the 100 kg on the 9-bot. It's also a little bit quicker with a top speed of 19 miles per hour, which will make you feel a lot safer on the road around other road users, because when you are going at that slower pace and everyone's overtaking you all the time, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. And just to top it off, it has a very decent 450-watt motor. In terms of portability, both weigh a very similar, chunkier weight of around 16 kg, but that's just going to be unavoidable with that heavier battery to get you further. Now, whether you want to go for the flashier, faster JUNKIES or the no-nonsense, cushioned ride of the 9-bot, that is up to you. But I could not round off this section without mentioning this absolute beast. Aptly named the Carbo Wolf Warrior. Yes, it sounds like a WWE champion, and yes, it knocks the competition out of the ring. My jaw dropped when I saw this. I couldn't believe it. It has a top speed of 50 miles per hour and a range of 70 miles. Just to put that into perspective, you could ride from London to Brighton and still have charge left. But please don't, because we're in the UK and that is illegal. Next up, if you're out and about come rain or shine and you're not adverse to a downpour or two, well, scooters are rated with an IP rating, or ingress protection, aka how sealed is it from the elements. Next come the numbers. The first represents the resistance to debris and the second to water. So an IP46 is actually going to be more resistant to water than an IP64. So I did my research. Cue nerd glasses. Thank you. And looking at the IP ratings of the scooters available, the eMove Cruiser comes out trumps. Its IPX6 rating means that it can resist high pressure, heavy sprays of water. You can actually see videos of people hosing these things down. It packs a decent mileage too and has been reviewed by many as being well balanced and practical. And just look at the design, the style of build and the orange finish with the kind of steel merged in. It kind of makes me think of one of those industrial diggers. But this is an expensive choice at £1,399. So if you're on a budget, a very popular alternative is the Pure Air at £399, a whole grand less, or the Pure Air at £589. It's rated IP65, which means it's safe for everyday use in typical rainy conditions, including riding through puddles. Literally British weather. But in fact, the company is British, so it does make sense. They do lack suspension, which isn't ideal, but if you're looking for peace of mind on a rainy day without having to fork out a wad of cash, then these are your guys. And best of all, the manufacturer's warranty does actually cover against water ingress. However, all this being said, most scooter manufacturers advise against riding in the rain. Water damage is rarely covered by warranty, so just make sure to check the manual before you ride. Next up, portability.
Portable cell phone.
One of the big reasons why e-scooters have become so popular around the world is because they've become a brilliant, portable, last-mile solution for city folk who, more often than not, live in a flat. Having the freedom to carry your scooter up and down the stairs, lift it onto public transport and tuck it under your office desk is a big appeal. But nobody wants to be carrying around a 23 kilogram scooter, unless you're like the Hulk or something. So to start with, let's look at the budget-friendly option, which is the GoTrax GXL2. It comes in at a very reasonable price of £415. It claims a very reasonable 12-mile range and, crucially, weighs a very reasonable 14 kilograms. Reasonable. But if you're looking for something even lighter and more premium, then the Unagi Model 1 is your choice. Unagi. Considered in the tech world as the Tesla of scooters, you're gonna be feeling really cool riding one of these. Language. It's sleek, it's stylish. I can totally see one of the fashion huns, or should I say, fashions, jumping on one of these and gliding about the city. Weighing in at just 10.5 kilograms, it's one of the lightest scooters on the market with a folding mechanism for ultra portability that would even make the Transformers green with envy. It's a great all-rounder if you can spend the extra cash because it also bags you more mileage and speed than the GoTrax. If you're looking for something even more compact but is slightly heavier and slightly pricier at £838.99, it's the Enokim Lite 2. A big brand and one of the originals on the e-scooter scene, Enokim are known for their quality of build. Today they're sold on all continents except, it's claimed, Antarctica, which I find a little bit penguinist actually. It's seriously compact, so it's great for getting on cramped transport and avoiding or dodging the death stares from commuters who, of course, get on, just head down in their phone and trip over your scooter that you've attempted to tuck out of the way. It happens. It's not the cheapest commuter scooter on the market, but with the quality and longevity that you get with it, it's worth the bigger price tag. Finally, this one is for the adrenaline junkies, the thrill seekers, the riders who aren't afraid to go off the beaten track. Don't think I've forgotten about you. We're going to be looking at the 4x4 equivalents of the scooter world. We have a repeating champion of the categories. Once again, I had to include the Carbo Wolf Warrior. It's been heralded as one of the best electric scooters for off-roading that is available on the market. It's got motorcycle-grade inverted front shock absorbers. It's got 11-inch tubeless tyres, two 1200-watt motors. It's also got front and rear wheel drive that makes climbing 45% incline hills easy. Essentially, you can hit the mountain trails with confidence. It comes in at an eye-watering price, but if you're even considering buying one of these, you probably mean business, and this scooter is the real deal. Now, another great option that comes in at a lower price of £1,899 is the Carbo Mantis Pro. It's the Wolf Warrior's younger sibling. If you're going off-road on uneven terrain like forest trails, then the Mantis Pro is gonna be your best friend. Designed for fun weekend rides in mind, its sizable battery can deliver up to 55 miles, whilst also being one of the lightest in its class at 29.5 kg. Just shy of the Wolf Warrior's 1200-watt motors, the Mantis's two 1000-watt motors will deliver enough hefty acceleration that will see it climb up to 35% inclines with ease. And finally, to round it off, we have to take a look at the VSET 10 Plus, which is one of the new generation scooters of 2021 and looks hella dope. VSET is the brainchild of the team behind the Zero electric scooters, and this is one to look out for. Built for all manners of terrain, it packs a whopping 1400-watt pair of motors and can get you up to 50 miles per hour. It's fresh on the market, coming in at £2,095, so if you're the kind of person that likes to be buying the new cutting-edge tech or range, then this is the choice for you. Whichever you go for, you know you're going to have a damn good time, but just make sure you're wearing all the essential safety gear. And there you have it. That's my pick of the bunch, all top of their class and winners in their own rights. But the key thing to remember here is that everybody's got their own wants and needs, so it's really important to identify what that is and get the right machine for the task at hand. Drop a comment below and please do let me know if any of these scooters ticked the box for you, or maybe you already know of a scooter that didn't make it onto my list which you think is worth a mention. Please don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel and check out some more videos whilst you're here and become a Patreon for exclusive content. I'll see you soon.